This is the Ohio AgNet. I'm Joel Penorwood, broadcasting from the Voice You Know at the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF. Visit with your local ag retailer about 0% financing on all BASF crop protection, seed treatment, and Zetavo brand soybeans, now through March 15th. The cold continues out there, and right now the thermometer showing a whopping 9 degrees. Stay safe out there during these frigid temperatures, and let's check in on the weather thanks to Seed Consultants. Here's Ryan Martin.
Mostly dry and chilly today. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update here in Ohio. High pressure sits right on top of us. We see a little bit of lake enhancement with some flurries in northeastern parts of the state, right near Lake Erie, but I don't think it's going to be widespread at all. Everybody gets some sunshine tomorrow, off and on near the lake. The weekend looks sunny and nice as well, except for the fact that it's bitterly cold. Clipper gives some snow to start the week on Monday. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. One of the biggest cattle reports of the year coming out tomorrow. It's the U.S. Cattle Inventory Report, and the industry could finally be reaching the end of its liquidation phase, says Dr. Darrell Peel. He's a livestock market economist for Oklahoma State.
My expectation is that we will probably see a very fractional increase in the beef cow herd coming into 2026. That would make 2025 the official cyclical low, and that's based on the fact that we reduced cow culling enough last year to stabilize the herd. We sort of stopped the liquidation, if you will, on the basis of less cow culling, a very low rate of cow culling, I should say. But we don't have enough replacement heifers to grow in 2026.
Now, there might be signs of growth in the replacement category, but likely not a lot.
I think there's a decent chance that this report may show a fractional increase in the beef replacement heifer category, but I don't think it'll be the kind of thing that indicates any significant or really aggressive pace of rebuilding or heifer retention. So it probably limits our prospects, not only in 2026. We already know from the heifers on the ground that we don't have enough to grow in 2026. We probably don't have enough to grow much in 2027. So it's going to depend on what we do going forward, I think, to do that.
Only time will tell what tomorrow's report brings. Again, Darrell Peel of Oklahoma State talking USDA's cattle inventory. Elsewhere, online today at ohioagnet.com, hunters took just over 13,000 white-tailed deer during Ohio's 4-day muzzleloader hunting season, which ended on January 6th. Those numbers from ODNR. It's down from last year's number of 13,495 and below the 30-year average of 13,269. The top few counties in the harvest: Coshocton, Tuscarawas, Carroll County, Muskingum, and number 5, Knox County. That full list at ohioagnet.com. Let's check in with our own Allison Kinney for more Ohio farm news.
Are you aware that your local USDA National Resource Conservation Service, NRCS office, has funding available to support your farming and conservation practices through the Environmental Quality Incentives Program, or EQIP? There are around 80 EQIP practices that you could be qualified for to receive funding. For example, you could receive anywhere from $30 to $138 per acre to implement various EQIP practices such as grid soil sampling, manure injection nutrient management practices, and pest management conservation systems. There are also many more farming and conservation practices that NRCS can assist producers in their operations. If you need to make facility improvements, EQIP is here to assist with structural improvements for your farm, like various manure storage systems and water control systems, just to name a few. To find more information, the entire article can be found at ohioagnet.com. For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Allison Kinney reporting.
Thank you, Allison. Also, the Renewable Fuels Association is applauding President Donald Trump for reaffirming his support for America's ethanol industry. During a stop in Des Moines, Iowa this week, he's called on Congress to send a bill approving year-round E15 to his desk very quickly. It comes after E15 was left out of the recent spending bill.
I promise to support E15 all year round.
Before that happens, though, House and Senate leaders must salvage a deal with oil refiners that fell apart at the last minute as part of a spending bill.
I am trusting Speaker Mike Johnson, who's great, and Leader John Thune, who's great. That's House and Senate, to find a deal that works. We've got it. For farmers, consumers, and refiners, including small and mid-sized refiners. In other words, to get E15 approved, and they're working on it. They're very close to getting it done.
The optimism is being tempered by concerns that a study council to hammer out a deal will further delay action or even undermine the renewable fuel standard. But as soon as the bill gets to the president's desk,
I will sign it without delay, okay?
Let's talk about markets from Chicago here at the Midday Trade. The latest numbers showing at March corn up a quarter to $4.30 per bushel. May corn up half a cent to $4.38 Soybeans staying steady as well. March beans up a quarter of a penny to $10.75 May beans up 3/4 to $10.88 And July wheat 2.5 cents higher to $5.57 Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. February live cattle down 53 cents to $236.30 per hundredweight. March feeder to cattle 50 cents higher to $366.35. And February hogs down 18 cents to $87.78. April hogs down a dime worth. Milk up a nickel for February class 3, $15.62 is their price. Don't forget, it's time to optimize your planter for every pass this season. Join Precision Agri-Services for their Planter Clinic on Thursday, February 5th in Minster. To learn more and RSVP, call 419-628-4167 or go to precisionagriservices.com. This is the Ohio AgNet.